Monarch students, this is Ms. Kurganin, or some students call me Ms. KG, and welcome to World Geography. I'm going to make a video here to tell you about the course and what you're expected to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is asynchronous. So I have kind of a split screen here so you could just see some pictures, because I thought before I even launch into my course, I should tell you a little bit about me. So I've been here at Monarch about 13 years now, and I've been teaching in Boulder almost 30. So if you start to do the math, you're like, wow, she's old. And I have had my own kids go here. They actually loved going to Monarch. So here they are. Here's my family. That's Hal, that's Meredith. They just graduated last year. This is my husband, Dave. He works as a financial analyst. This is my dog, Bear. That's my cat, Winchell. That's one of my best friends, Kristen and Tracy. And then just some of my interests. I love smoothies. I love yoga. I love camping. And I love coffee. I mean, I really love coffee. But you are in World Geo class. And what is World Geo class? This, I always tell my students, should not be the hardest part of your day. This class is a survey course where we are going to overview patterns and processes of human behavior. And there are different themes. We're going to start out looking at physical geo and how are we similar and how are we different around on the planet. And then we're going to study culture. And then we're going to study population and migration. And then we are going to study economics and politics. And we'll end with a unit on agriculture and sustainability. When you are learning about different geography content, you are going to have what's called a UN country. And we will get those UN countries this Friday. So if you have older brothers and sisters who've had this course, they may have had, like, here, Margot had Greece. And so why do we assign each of you a specific country? Because when you do a project for that country, you do it for, or when you do a project in geography, you do it for that country. And that way, people are doing different topics and people are learning different things and we share our knowledge together. So you're going to learn some physical geography and then you have to make a map. So here you can see that Margot made a map of Greece. Maybe you are making a map of the Philippines. When we learn about climate, you are going to analyze the climate for your UN country. So when I kind of flip through Margot's portfolio, because she saved all of her projects, I see that she has a climograph for Greece. Now, all of this is like paper copy, but you're going to be doing your projects digitally because we're doing online school. And when we do a report on population, you will make that digitally. You'll have the population slides digitally. When we do a culture character, you probably won't draw. You'll probably make a collage. And so every time that we learn a new topic, you do your project for a UN country. So you'll find out on Friday which ones you get. So I thought I would show you a little bit more about the course. I also should probably just show you the front page of my course with a cool globe eyeball. Here is where you click in to come to class. And so you'll need to email me if that link isn't working for some reason. In fact, you could even practice and make sure tomorrow that it works. If you need to reach me for access time, which is at 3:10, that's the other link that you can come into. I am really organized. I mean, almost like to a fault. So if you click into the weekly agenda, you'll see that I have planned out, here I got to find my weekly agenda. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I have planned out like everything, like all the way to spring break when this class ends. So you can see every single week what I have planned with hyperlinks at times to take you to the assignment because I am that organized. So if you have family trips coming up, which I can't even believe you are lucky enough to have a family trip with quarantine and COVID, but if you do, you can see ahead on what I've already planned out for the course. So that's good to know. I'll go back to my front page. So that's the weekly agenda, but this is the folder here. This first one that you are looking at, that's what you're going to click into tomorrow. And you are going to look at my syllabus, which I'll go over here in a second. You're going to take a syllabus quiz, and you're going to do a little intro to you survey. And that's it. It's going to be a pretty easy day. So let me talk first about my syllabus, since you'll be asked to do a quiz on that. And why would I quiz you on my syllabus? I just want to make sure you actually watch this video and you listen to me and listen to the class expectations. So that's why. So I'm going to go in here. I'm sorry, I'm clicking all over the place, probably because I took off my glasses. All right. So here's the agenda for tomorrow. Syllabus and expectations, daily attendance, UN country project, intro to you, Google survey. So let's go into the syllabus and look a little bit at what the expectations are here. So this course, we meet, which is kind of technically third period. Whoa, it's going all over the place here. Come up. Sorry. There it is. Okay. So you meet 12:10 to 1:30. And one of the quiz questions that I have about this class is, when am I available? I'm available all the time. Like I teach second and third, and otherwise you can get a hold of me because I pretty much live here. So from 8:30 to 4, you can get a hold of me during class, ask me a question then. You can ask a question during my office hours, which is 4th, or you can come back to access time and ask me a question then. All the way until 4 o'clock, I'm here. And I am always responsive to email. So what I really try and be is really responsive to your needs. I know online school is really hard. And so I want to help you be as successful as possible. So I am willing to take your late work. I'm willing to accommodate work or modify if you need that. You just need to stay in contact with me. Usually our assignments are all due by Friday. We'll have like a Monday to Friday unit. But if you are really busy, or maybe you've had like a really challenging class and a really busy night, you are always welcome to email me for an extension. I will always say yes. And then you and I will kind of contract on when can you get that assignment done. Like maybe it's supposed to be in Thursday, but you need to be able to get it in by Sunday. I will always say yes to that because I'm trying to help you be successful. So I've talked about how you can reach me. What do you need for this course? You just need your computer. There's no textbook. And I know that I already had a student ask me about a textbook, and our textbook is it's kind of outdated. So almost every project that we do, we use live links and we go to different geography websites to complete our projects because those are current with the information. So, and if you really want the textbook, I can give it to you. It was written before you were born. So next. Attendance. Every single day, you need to take attendance. I have an attendance question even for today. It's ask a question about what was the best thing you did over winter break. The reason that I am having to ask you an attendance question every day is, sadly, my experience last semester is that some of my students would click on and then they would just disappear, and I would be talking to an empty void, and I don't want to talk to an empty void anymore. So sometimes those attendance questions won't be available until later in class. So you'll have to hang with me until you do attendance. I'm catching on. So you are doing attendance tomorrow. You are looking at the syllabus and answering some questions about it. One of the questions that I ask you is, how are you going to be graded? You have 2 categories in this class. The small stuff, which is practice and participation, that's 25%. And then you have big stuff worth 75%. So all of your projects are worth 75% in this class. And to be honest, I have only had 1 student fail my class last semester. And why did they fail? It was because they did not attend. I am really good about kind of getting in your business. I want to make sure that you pass and that you do really well. So I'm going to be emailing you a lot about, hey, can you get that assignment in and help keep you organized, because I want you to do really well in world geography class. Okay, next, sorry, my nose is itchy. Then Course content. So we are going to have, I already talked about a unit of physical geo, climate, culture, population. We just kind of dabble. It's a survey course. And again, this is not supposed to be the hardest part of your day. But I do want to talk for a second about the new expectation that the superintendent has asked of us having our cameras open. And I understand his reasoning and wanting you to be fully present in class with your camera open, but I believe truly that online school is already hard enough that to have you kind of with your camera open, kind of worrying what people might think, that might be hard and might have you distracted. So we're going to be kind of having our camera open and shut and open and shut. Like right at the beginning of class, I would love you to have your camera open so you can say hi and I can like see your eyeballs and we can see each other. And then once I kind of get into class, we'll probably shut our cameras just so we can get to work. If we're having a discussion time, we'll open it up so that we can see each other to discuss. But if I like have a movie or something that I want to stream, sometimes it's easier if we close our cameras and just leave ourselves muted. Okay, so those are my online expectations, but do know that there will be an assignment every day to kind of check in that you hung with me through class. If we get all of our work done early, then we don't even have to be here the whole 80 minutes. But for you to just kind of check in and then, I don't know, take off and go to Starbucks, I'm going to have certain things that are due that day that you can't make up late. It kind of proves that you were in class with me. And hopefully that makes sense, okay? So that's a little bit about my online expectations. And at any time, if you ever have any private questions, you can always email me, okay? So let's go back and look at that folder. So I've gone through the syllabus. I've talked about attendance. I've talked about your UN country projects. You're going to do those on Friday. And then lastly is a get to know you survey. So today, asynchronously, I want you to take the survey right down here. And it asks you about your favorite interests. It asks you if you have any special needs as a student. Maybe you have a 504 plan or an IEP plan that I need to know about. Maybe you have health conditions that I need to know about. Maybe really it's a survey to tell me anything that you think is important for me to know about you as a student. Okay, so you're going to take that survey. And then lastly, the last thing that you're doing here, let me go back to my folder so I can show you. You are taking the quiz on my syllabus. I've got 5 questions there about my class's expectations. And, attendance. Don't forget to take attendance. Every day you got to take attendance. So go into the attendance folder and take attendance. And the question is usually just one question. My question today is, what was the best thing you did over break? The best thing I did over break is I went up to my cabin that's up in Alma and I saw a bobcat and I even showed you the picture. Got the picture there. So again, when you are looking at Schoology, you go into the folder to find the assignments, but notice that you also can always see them along the side. This is always what we're doing here. So I think that was everything I needed to share with you. You might want to make sure that the link is working here so that when you come to class on Wednesday, it brings you right in there. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you on Wednesday. I was looking through my list and I recognize a lot of your last names. I've had your family members. I've had your siblings. So I loved them. I'm really excited to meet you. And I think you're going to have fun with World Geo. It's a pretty fun way to learn about the world and your place in it. So again, my name's Miss Kurganin or Miss KG, and I'll see you Wednesday. Goodbye.